start. Good morning, everybody. It's page 52, language, period 3, in unit number 5. So open your books and let's get started. You can see the screen right now, and it's unit 5, page 52, 53, and 54. In the first part, exercise 1 and 2, page 52, participle adjectives. These are adjectives that we derive from the verb, and we use the ing form of the verb so that it becomes an adjective if the noun in the sentence is the subject. And the sentence is usually active because it's the ing. So we can derive the adjective from the verb using verb ing. If you look at example number 1, I'm reading a story these days. Who can do that? ليان.
نعم أستاذ أحل.
الأولى
يلا. I am reading an interesting.
Okay. كمل القصة الجملة بس.
Story this day.
Okay, number
I am
2.
reading an interesting story this day.
Thank you. Now, طيبة, the second one.
Rami is a very demanding person. He would always ask for something.
Okay, and number 3.
أستاذ هدول من عندك؟
من عندي. نور ربيع.
Women have a lasting love for children.
Lasting love for children. Screenshot, everybody, please. If you have not done that, take a screenshot. If you look at sentence number 1, the story is interesting. And the person is demanding. He always asks for something. He always wants us to do something for him. And love is lasting. Lasting love for children. Now, we move to the examples in the book. Start, Malak, reading them, please.
Be clear, but don't be a demanding person. Here are the top 5 tips for turning someone you know into a lasting friend.
Okay, where are the adjectives in example number 1 and 2, Ahmed Haqqi? Ahmed Hazim.
نعم أستاذ.
Where is the adjective number 1?
Demanding.
Demanding. And number 2?
Lasting.
Okay, if you look at these adjectives, how are they formed? What are they in origin?
ing.
What are they? Verb and ing. Verbs with ing. So complete the grammar rules. Rule number 1. أمل.
أنا ولا حدا.
أستاذة
بدنا نراجع الوحدة كلها وعملت لكم شوي عليها هيك عشان تاخذ كل الحلول.
أوكي.
ممكن
أمل.
السؤال؟
أمل, complete the grammar rules. Number 1.
Many adjectives are made from the ing forms of a verb.
Okay. Now number 2. Layan Khader.
When ing forms are used as adjectives, the meaning is active.
The meaning is active. حطوا الإجابات هنا على الإشارة الزرقاء اللي عندكم على الكتاب. Now, or you can just screenshot if you wish. The next slide. Now, this is exercise number 2 on page 52. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the word or the adjective. So, if you look at number 1, نور ربيع, ليان and طيبة. 1, 2, 3.
The last living thing on earth is a tree that grows in North America.
His excuse for being late wasn't a very convincing one. Nobody really believed it. It was a disappointed book because I accepted it to be much better.
Number 3, disappointing. Number 4, Lena. 5, Tulin. Number 6, George. Go, please.
She's a very caring person who always thinks of other people.
Okay, the next one.
Increasing numbers of people are using smartphones rather than computers.
Okay, the last one.
It's a very moving story. It made me quite sad.
Okay, screenshot, please, everybody. Thank you. That was nice. Yes. Now, the noun decides to use the verb with the ing as an adjective. If it's the subject in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, it's the subject. Thing, excuse, book, person, numbers, and story. All of them are nouns that do the verb live, convince, disappoint, share, increase, and move. Now, this is the first part of the class for today. In the second part here, it talks about exercise 3, 4, 5, and 6. Participle adjectives again. We can form an adjective from the verb by changing the verb into the past participle. If the noun in the sentence is the object, not the subject. And the meaning is usually passive. It's not the subject here, it's the object. Screenshot that, please. Next. I don't usually buy products. Okay, who can do that? The first one, to lean. Alisar, number 1 again, please. Tulin is not there. The mic might have problem.
I do not usually buy imported products.
Okay, imported. And number 2, Maria Carlo.
She does not like frozen food.
Okay, and number 3, I need others. Maysam.
They might get bored by the story.
اوكي، انتبهوا كل جمله بيكون فيها باي بتدل على الباسف. طبعا دائما بتيجي باس بارتيسيبل حتى لو السبجكت خربشك شوي. حطوها ملاحظه هون لما تاخذوا سكرين شوت. باي بتدل على التصريف الثالث. Now, see the exercises 3, 4, 5, and 6, page 52, 53. Screenshot this, please. Then we move. Now, look at the examples, then circle the correct option to complete the grammar rules. Now, someone to read the examples. Rita. Rita, start reading the examples, please, in your book. No, ماريا صوتك بقطع، نعطيها لماريا معلش.
Stars examples.
Yes.
Here are some tried and tested pieces of advice.
Number 2.
It was quite expensive to repair the broken window.
Okay, now Fadi, can you see the grammar rules? Number 1, can you choose the right one?
Yeah. These adjective are made from the past participle from of verbs.
So adjectives.
When past participle are.
Yeah, adjectives from the past participle. Number 2.
When past participle are used as adjective, this meaning passive.
Is passive. دائما إذا كان الفعل بالجملة تصريف ثالث قبله فعل مساعد تبقى مبني للمجهول. احفظوا القاعدة. إذا في auxiliary verb and past participle, it's passive. Now screenshot that, please. The next part. Complete the sentences with the past participle form of the verbs in the books. Now I have 6 examples. Malak, Noor, Maysam, Maria, Layan Carlo, and Layan Smerat. Start.
Hi, News.
يلا 1 2 3 4
Some
5 6.
frozen food nowadays
أي
is
وحدة أي
almost
وحدة
as
أنا أي
good.
وحدة.
خليك السادس انت.
Okay.
So number
أعيد السادس.
yeah, she interrupted you.
Some frozen food nowadays is almost as good as fresh food.
Number 2.
I was surprised because the answer we got were different from the expected responses.
Okay, so expected response. Number 3.
I usually try to buy local food rather than imported products.
Okay. 4.
I hope she's successful in her chosen career.
Okay.
Thinking that friendships just happen is a mistaken idea. They take effort.
Okay, the last one.
I was there and a great time, but my friend was.
At the agreed time. Now screenshot, and meanwhile let's look at the nouns in number 1, food. Does food freeze itself or people freeze it?
Food.
Does it freeze by itself or people put it in the fridge to freeze?
ناس بتخدوها بالثلاجة.
So إذا هو نائب فاعل أو اللي هو يعني object في الجملة. الطعام المجمد كلهم بنقيس عليهم زي هيك. Expected responses, imported products, chosen careers, mistaken idea and agreed time. ترجعوا تطلعوا على الناون اللي ورا الفراغ بتعرفوا انه اذا فاعل ing اذا مش فاعل تصريف ثالث. Okay, screenshot and let's move. Circle the correct form of the verb to complete the sentences. I need hands again. Malak, Maysam, Tulin, Tiba, and Alisar. Go.
We only offer a replacement or a refund for returned items.
Returned items. Number 2.
I think you'll find this quite demanding job.
Okay, 3.
She went to the information desk to ask about her lost language.
Okay, number 4.
You need to send a written application with your CV.
And number 5.
Scientists are worried about rising sea temperatures.
Okay, and this is written application and rising sea temperature. طبعا if you look at this exercise, it mixes exercise 1, 2 with 3 and 4. خليط بين اثنين. Now in the توجيه exam you will have 2 sentences, 2 points, علامتين عليه. If you look at number 1, items يعني بضاعة اكتبوا عليه. هل البضاعة راجعة ولا مرجوعة للمحل؟
مرجوعة.
مرجوع إذا على وزن مفعول.
بس أنهي واحدة بيكون معناها راجعة اللي هي returning صح؟
returning يعني هي بتطلع من الكيس وبتقول له رجعني أنا تاريخي خالص. هذا عبث مش معقول. بس إحنا بنرجعها بصير مرجوعة. Number 2, the job is demanding. العمل متعب وليس متعب.
صح.
الأمتعة المفقودة lost luggage. الطلب المكتوب written application. درجة حرارة مرتفعة. إذا كانت بالكسرة أخذتوها مع السناء يبقى اسم فاعل مرتفع. إذا rising. Is it okay? Screenshot.
Out to on.
لسه في شيء ثاني كمان.
Okay.
Okay. Look at that screenshot, please. Now, on the next slide, you have this activity from page 64. حل صفحة 64 مكتوب فوق. إذا افتح كتابك 64 اللي كتابك قدام. Now, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in the books. Live, speak, win, intend, last, pray, complete, cry, and write. This depends very much on the meaning and whether it's the subject or the object. Now, I'll start with Sandra مروح, بعدين ساندرا نسيم, أحمد حازم, محمد عبد القادر الرابعة, أمل الخامسة, أحمد ماهر السادسة, وبعدين بنرجع نختار. Yes, let's start.
The room was full of the sound of crying babies.
Okay, crying.
ing.
He was taken to the hospital because they thought he had a broken arm.
Okay, 3. Come on. Amal, do that, please.
It is always a good feeling to be playing for the winning team.
Winning team. Number 4.
Written language is usually more formal than spoken language.
Okay. Written and spoken. اعملوا لقطة شاشة مشان انقل على باقي الجمل. Just screenshot, please. Number 5.
I was surprised that my letter didn't get the inland response.
Intended response. Yes. Next, number 6. Let it be for mice.
All living things need water to survive.
Okay, Malak.
Please send your written application form to the address below.
It's not written, it's completed application. أخذنا written على language فوق.
أستاذي هاي مش أمثلة من عندك؟
لا هدول صفحة 64.
Okay. Please send your completed application forms to the address below.
Okay, Maria Carlo.
I have a lasting relationship with some of my old school friends.
اوكي اعملوا لقطة الشاشة كمان مرة مشان تحطوا الإجابات على الكتاب صفحة 64. هدول 8 جمل هون 4. ارجع على الصفحة اللي قبل. هاي نمبر 1 2 3 4. اللي ما عملش لقطة الشاشة يعملها كمان مرة بليز. 1 2 3 4 is finished. Now 5 6 7 8. We are done.